Hello, Tommy. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Frida Urbina from Cinemoops, and we are very excited about the new movie Violent Night 2. Tell me, how do you feel about it? I have to say, I can't wait to see the sequel.
Well, thank you so much. No, I feel very, very excited about it. I, and all of us, we had a blast making it. We really, the first one throughout the years, it built a lot of fans, it seems like, and people watch it and rewatch it during Christmas, which was our big hope going into it. So we want to make sure that we deliver a sequel that pays tribute to all that, but at the same time go new places. That's the hope.
How did this concept come to life, and what inspired you to pursue this unique mix, especially that now we have officially a sequel?
Um, yeah, I mean, when I got the script for the first time, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever that was, for me, the combination of genres was what made it appealing to me. Like the fact that it mixed, R-rated action and blood and guts and gore and violence and dark humor, but you mixed it with a big beating heart of a Christmas movie. That to me was very interesting, and I wanted to see how far we could push it in both directions, how sweet we could get and how heartfelt we could get, but at the same time how far we could push it the other way. And it's a delicate line, it's a very delicate process of, you don't want to go too far into humor or to action or to the Christmas movie side of it, but hopefully in the end you find the right combination. And we did it on the first one, and I hope we did it on the sequel. But yeah, that to me is the reason why, to make these films, to really play with that and see if you can make people feel all these things while watching a Christmas movie.
Well, I'm impressed by the details in the trailer, and I'm fascinated by how the bloody scenes work within a holiday setting. And I need to know, what's the most technically demanding part of producing a movie in this genre?
In production, it certainly, is doing the fights and having enough time to make them feel good and right. And I'm a big fan of using practical effects, so trying to use that as much as we can when it comes to action and gore and violence and all that stuff. That's very key to me, but it's also very time consuming. So like there's some glimpses in the trailer of this fight inside this cookie store in the kitchen, which was one of my favorite things to shoot for the sequel, but it took a long time, and it's very, very time consuming, but it's also so much fun to do. I would say just the challenge of making the movie big and strong enough and emotional enough in the time we have, with all the action you want to do, is the biggest challenge.
How did you approach developing this relationship, and what role does it play in the sequel?
Well, we actually discussed the idea of Mrs. Claus on the first one, if we want to show her or have her role in the story, but we kind of went away with that pretty early, and we wanted just to keep it focused on Santa. So in the first one, there's a lot of talk about Mrs. Claus and his love for Mrs. Claus and all that stuff, and people, after it came out, really wanted to know more about it. So we felt like, okay, now is the time to introduce her, and obviously we got an amazing actor in Kristen Bell to come in and do that, and
Yes, of
her,
course.
and she did that with with humor and heart and emotion, all that stuff, and also with some great, she's great with action, and she kicks a lot of ass. Yeah, like it's I don't want to say how she comes into the movie because that will be a spoiler, but we knew we wanted to involve her, and we knew we wanted her to be an equal to Santa, and we also wanted to create a backstory that ties into his backstory and all that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in regards to Mrs. Claus in this movie. Yeah.
What did you most care to show the fans in this trailer? I mean, that detail they can't overlook before they watch the movie.
But what I think is, what I'm really happy with that they kind of captured, is the tone of it and the fun of it. And if you find enjoyment in the trailer, you will certainly find enjoyment in the movie. And I'm glad they kind of captured that tone in the trailer.
Well, thank you so much for this amazing talk, Tommy. It was a pleasure for me and wishing you the best with Violin Night too. And it's a project incredible and I need to see this movie.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope you like it when you see it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
It's really nice to meet you, and on behalf of Cinemobs, really appreciate the opportunity to talk to you about this new trailer. I watched it. It's really good. I am so excited to see what's to come. And so we can begin talking about the movie. We have David Harbour back as Santa Claus, but this time he's in the naughty list, right? So looks like he's going through a little bit of a crisis, right?
He's definitely going through an existential crisis. If the first one was about, that he kind of had lost belief in himself and it took a little girl believing in him for him to kind of like get his mojo back and believe in himself again. This one's about like, what is your identity if you've lost your job? If you are, if you identify as your job, in this case, Santa Claus, and there may never be another Christmas again because you're naughty, like, who are you in the world? And what is, and what does your life mean? And what does the world mean? And everything turns upside down. And I actually think that it's a super connectable theme because I think we all kind of over-identify as our jobs, and I think we're all really this movie that is hilarious, that is wildly like inventive with its action, that is, chaotic and fun and creative and wild. And then there is the core that is actually really emotional and connective, which is kind of what we try to do every time. And with, out as 87 North, but with Santa, he allows us to do that in super highs and super lows and have the best time ever.
So I want to talk about these new characters because I think it's really exciting. We have Kristen Bell, which is such a funny and amazing actress, and I think we have her as the wife of Santa Claus. Can you tell me a little bit more about her character? She seems funny and she seems like to bring also this action to the movie.
So we got very, very lucky that Kristen Bell decided to join us as Mrs. Claus. I don't know of a better sort of Mrs. Claus. We couldn't even figure it out. We just were like, we were so confused as to who to cast, and she just kind of divine intervention just sort of showed up, and we're so lucky to have her. She ends up really helping Santa answer the questions that he needs to answer to get back on the nice list. Spoiler alert. And she also kicks ass, in a beautiful way with her own weapon that is like, adds a component to the sort of elegance of the action that is really, really exciting.
So what can fans from the original movie expect from this new chapter?
More. More is more. I think it's like, if the first one was in a house and, a dysfunctional family, this one is in a mall with like a collection of misfit toys, if you will. Various people, working and enjoying the mall, and having their own problems with what Christmas means to them. And I think that it's really, from test audiences, like it is the most fun, wild ride. You have to see it in a theater. It's just, you're laughing and gasping and feeling the feels. I have to say, one of my colleagues, my who is a grown man, admitted that he was tearing up in the end with the themes. So I think it also brings the feels that you kind of like don't realize that are hitting you at certain times as well.
Okay, so one more question. We have this, we know a big part of these movies are the fight scenes, the action set pieces that are amazing. We also got this new person in the cast, MGF. He is a professional wrestler, so I think we're excited to see where does this takes us in the action pieces. Can you tease a little bit about these new fight scenes and action pieces?
I love him. He is so cool. He is he plays a heel a lot in his, day job, and he is, he's definitely on the naughty list himself, and playing a bit of a heel in our film as well. He's incredibly great at action, of course, and he is so funny. He is so funny. I had no idea how funny he is. And you know, he's like throughout the movie, he's a huge part of our cast, and I love him. And then we also have King Batch, who is a influencer in the movie as well, who is an incredible actor and is not a naughty. He's a nice guy, and he has a really wonderful arc too. It's quite an ensemble filled with like literally like Academy Award nominees all the way to like, you know, a wrestler, a professional wrestler. It's pretty awesome, actually.
I think all of this makes the film really amazing, really like, I don't know, like a breath of fresh air. We have all these compounds that mix perfectly. And well, I want to really thank you for this interview, and we are so excited to see this new movie. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Paula. It's great to talk to you. I can't wait for you to see it.
I can't wait to see it. Thank you.
Any last words?
Make my sleigh.